The practice of adult drag queens telling stories to very young children began in the United States and is now becoming actively encouraged in Britain. There is strong opposition to these events. London's Tate Gallery is playing host to such shows, and this demonstration of for and against took place in mid-February 2023.
We are here today to protest against the revolting phenomena that is Drag Queen Story Hour. We are here to protest a man called Sab Samuel. This is a man who likes to play dress up in women's clothes, and he's taken it upon himself that he needs to indoctrinate children with his authored books all about queer ideology, encouraging children to go to pride marches. Some of them also have anti-white themes as well. So for a bit of background information on this Sab Samuel, he is the type of person that believes that children ought to come out to their parents. We're talking children as young as 12 years old and younger. He prides himself on the fact that he's encouraged young children to come out to their parents, whether that be homosexual or transgender. These are really perverse. And, you know, it all starts off with, well, we shouldn't discriminate against what people do in the bedroom. Adults should be able to make informed choices for themselves. But this has gone way far beyond that. Okay, this is about children. Okay, this is about introducing sexual and gendered ideas to children. This is extremely harmful stuff. Okay, this is going to confuse children. Okay, and one of the lies that these people have spread for the past 60 years is, oh, people are born like this. It's innate. You can't change it. Really? Well, if that's true, why are these people so eager to set their claws into our children's minds? Is it actually because, to an extent, sexuality is malleable? And I think these people are preying on young minds, but even older than that, just people who are vulnerable in general. Okay, people that maybe are a bit isolated, or maybe, let's say, young men who aren't the most masculine men in the world, okay? They want to sink their claws into these people, okay, for their own political ends, okay? And it's totally depraved, and it has to be stopped. This ultimately serves nobody. How does it help society, okay, to be turning everyone into sexual deviants? How does that help anybody? It doesn't help our society reproduce. It certainly doesn't, ensure these people's well-being. How is it, advantageous for an individual to be, having irreversible surgery done to themselves, to be constantly confused about themselves? And it's also very narcissistic at the same time, okay? You're encouraging people to be thinking about themselves, thinking about all of these, abstract things about, oh, am I a man or a woman, or am I queer? What's my sexuality? It shouldn't be relevant to somebody's identity, and yet it's all proliferated to cause confusion and it's ultimately harmful to people. Now, the really important question that everybody needs to be asking themselves is why? Why does this man, Sab Samuel, feel the need to read his stories to children? Okay, after all, children should already be having bedtime stories because their parents are reading them. But why does this gay man need to talk to kids? Okay, why does this need to happen? Okay, you really have to ask yourself, what are the motivations of this individual? Okay, what are his motivations? And when you think about it in that light, you can't help but come to conclusions that he's, less than nefarious, I would say. Now, on many levels, it is totally inappropriate for a drag queen to be talking to children. One reason being, okay, drag queens are inherently sexual. Okay, what are they doing? Okay, they're perverting the gender norms. Okay, and if you go and look at these people online, okay, the types of personalities, their interests, okay, you see that they have very sexually explicit content on their social media. Now, what are you doing? Okay, when you introduce kids to drag queens, okay, you're creating a through line, a connection to sexually explicit posts, language, content online. Okay, if children are attending this drag queen story hour, and let's say they become a big fan of ADHD, okay, you know, kids are inherently curious. They're going to go look online, okay, and what are they going to find? Okay, sexually inappropriate content that is harmful for young minds. So as you can see, we've got Antifa here out in full force today. And again, you have to ask about the motivations. I mean, why are these people here? Why do they feel the need that they have to protect this right to talk to children? Why do they feel the need to do that? Well, you know, I'll let your imagination fill in the gaps there. And they're chanting their usual chants, or Nazis, racist. I mean, it's quite absurd what they're saying. You have to be a racist to care about the welfare of children. I mean, it's totally absurd. But here we are. The police were a total failure this morning. There was 2 liaison officers at the start of this protest. We turned up in a small number with plenty of Antifa there. Absolutely swarmed us. Why was this allowed to happen? Okay, why was there not enough police this morning? It's only thereafter, that all the vans come with all of the dozens of police officers. Now, we've got a good protest going on and there's good protections for both sides, but it was totally inadequate this morning, and you have to really ask yourself why that was. Another big red flag about Sab Samuel is his choice of friends. Recently, he created a GoFundMe fundraiser for a man who's just recently died, and it was a revelation that's come out that this man was a paedophile. So, you know, I'm not saying Sab Samuel's a paedophile, but he does tend to associate with sexual criminals. So parents should have that in mind if they ever consider taking their kids to one of these events. Now, unfortunately, there are going to be more of these drag queen story hours, and we need to be there as much as possible. We need to get all of these shut down. We need to absolutely have a presence, okay? Because we cannot allow this to cement itself into our culture. This is a stepping stone towards normalization of paedophilia in this country, and it has to be stopped now.
And we're still here because we care about the well-being of children.